Just want to point out, only 3 drivers making it into the 18s, and the fastest of those, Stevie Dub, 18.939, 18.976, and 18.990 for Luke Trahair. So it's so close between all the drivers. Pace car is going to come in. Stevie Dub is going to lead away, and we are going to go green for the North Wilkesborough round of the ANZCAR Truck Series here on FGM Ecast. Good start for Jason Martin on the outside, but this should be good for Stevie Dub. But that inside line should give him a little bit of protection. Jason Martin does get a good rate launch off the corner there and actually makes it into the front. There is an absolute furball going on down the back of the field. We've got trucks going 3 wide at some points into the corner. You can't really do much more than that in North Wilkesborough.
Yeah, absolutely good control here from everyone there. It looked like the 51 of Jason Hardigan there getting real close up on the back of the Nightcall Racing entry of Luke Trahair, the 43. Didn't touch in the end, but got really, really close up on him here. Passing opportunities going to be a little bit difficult here tonight. You're going to have to manage your tyres and manage your run. As you can see there in the background, Carl Cole 3 wide. Kate Donnelly stuck in the middle of a sandwich there with Aidan Schultz and Andrew Dyson on the outside. Dave Douglas just in front of them as there's a spin.
Kay Donnelly and the 035 Daniel Heddersheed there. Unfortunately, big hit for Kay Donnelly. That he sort of didn't see, I think, Heddersheed underneath him, and Donnelly's just got down a little bit of pinching and into the side panel of Kay Donnelly, and that has spun him around in front of a lot of cars there. That was not the nicest spot to have that happening.
No, it looks like Donnelly then got collected there. It is there by the 35 of Joshua Carroll Walden, and then Scotty Griffiths in a end-to-end there, unfortunately.
Yeah, Bruce Barnes as well caught up in that. Scotty Griffiths, Riley Curtis caught up in that one too, and everybody else pretty much managed to ease it around, but that was inevitable. Running 3 wide at North Wilkesboro, that is a unless you're in a Legends car, that's not something you generally want to do. These trucks are quite big. This early in the race, 3 wide is a little bit one of those drivers that is definitely one to watch. Pace car has come in. Jason Martin gets a great launch off the start line and gets away in the lead. Stevie Dub just dropping down in front of Ryan Jones now to get in front of him there. Ruben Phelps getting caught on the outside. He manages to get in front of Ryan Jones there into 3rd position. Of course, with ANZCAR, you can't pass before the line. There's no changing lanes before the line, of course, so they have to wait until after that.
Yeah, and Jonesy there just got a fair bit of wheel spin off the restart there. Drop back a position, and you see him here fighting away. He's got Phelpsy on his low line, along with Jason Hardigan probably on his way through. Closes out that door. Does Ruben Phelps is another driver to watch, and he is closing in on a win for sure. So one caution so far. Things other than that have been pretty smooth sailing. Jason Martin in the lead of this race. We're looking at the moment at Daniel Heddersheed and Lachlan Urquhart battling away there. Catching Dyson Skurlock's in the back there as well. Double D's involved. So this back continuing just to
Daniel
develop.
Weaver going round. Oh, he almost saved it, but he's gone around, and that is going to bring out the yellow flag. Daniel Weaver losing the rear completely there. Managed to keep it out of trouble though. I say that. The shortness of the track there. almost got that one. Weaver trying to get that truck spun around in time before the leader came, so he didn't lose a lap. Unfortunately, the leader here is always close by. I mean, this track is a very short track. See what happened there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a big moment there. Himself and Heddersheed. So, yeah, he's unfortunately sort of got caught up with Heddersheed against the wall there, and Heddersheed had nowhere to go other than the wall, and that car has got caught in the rear, and then up and round and over it goes. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. But luckily, the thing about sim racing is it's a little bit less painful when it does that kind of thing, but quite a few cars again getting caught in that. So Simon Heddersheed and Igor Burkitt both get caught with that one. Simon Heddersheed just manages to get through that pretty much unscathed. Will be a good view from on board from him. But yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, we'll jump back and have a look at that. I'll just bring that up now.
Yep, I thought you might have meant.
Yeah, we'll go back and have
a bit of the old tap from the rear from I think it might have been Aaron Dillon. Just a little bit of a tap there at the rear. Possibly a little bit of teammate payback there, of course.
A little bit of a slide, so it's not good.
Really, really close one from Riley Curtis there, and big moment between Scully and it's like Koch as well.
Dwayne Priest as well,
yeah.
There's a few of them involved there. I just wanted to saw Scully drop down the pack a little bit there. It's unusual for him. He's currently running in 28, so just need to see what caused that one.
So Ben Vickers has gone round because just in front of him, Eagle Berger had a bit of a checkup, and it caused a bit of a effect, the accordion effect to happen. Of that truck, I should say, but just gets around, so just gets tagged, I think, a little bit by Tristan Koch behind him. Just a little bit of attack there. Around he goes, and then unfortunately there's nowhere to go for Michael Skurlock, nor for Ryan Jones, or Noddy Tompkins either as well. So a few cars getting there. Completely jinxed there, Ben Vickers. I mean, unfortunately, Weeping in the chat and us talking about that paint scheme up in the booth, complete jinx there. Curse of the commentator. Works 100% of the time. Somebody's gone around in front of Jamie Budd there, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a blown motor. Blown motor for Noddy Tompkins. And that has resulted in that there. He's just lost the back of it. So, and once again, you can see the Juice Digital entry involved.
Steven Wiliams has made it to the front, and he slides it down in front of Jason Martin there. Nice job for Steven Wiliams there, getting into the lead of the race. Manages to get there just by a frog's hair. Very, very close to him.
That's the new one for the week, the frog's hair this time. If I had kept count of all the different expressions you came up with, Carl, with you, I'd have a full notepad.
He's working his way up the field, but the rest of the guys are just getting a little bit loose on the exit. They're just struggling a little bit with the exit corner speed, so we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, he's doing a good job here. He's all over the back of Troy Davison, so Troy on old tyres. Not a huge amount that he can do with it at this point in time. As Trahair just in the background there. Looks like he got really close there to, I think that's Norm Clark in front of him. It is, so Trahair trying to get this 43 entry down underneath the 09 Atari Autosport entry. Matty Raymond's up in front of them. Looks like a little bit of damage to Matty Ray's truck tonight, which is unusual. Bit of damage to the rear wing, you can see there. Ruben Phelps and Ryan Jones trying to get through this pack as well, so they can make a charge to the front.
Getting caught up with Troy Davidson. Aiden Schultz getting caught up with Troy Davidson. That's going to give Matty Ray the chance to get underneath him and get the move done. He does. Back end steps out though. Matty Ray manages to save it. Just keeps that one pointing in the right direction there. That could have been a big moment for Matty Ray. Just clips the grass as he gets through turn number 2 as well. That was so close there for Matty Ray, but somehow he's managed to keep a hold of that truck. Steven Wiliams still in the lead of the race though, but Matty Ray's going to lose a couple of positions here. He might fall back behind Ryan Jones if he's not careful. Luke Trahair really putting the pressure on Troy Davidson at the moment, and you can see Matty Ray is desperately trying to keep that. Up into the wall goes Ryan Jones, just giving it a little bit of a tap in that wonderful Joe Gibbs racing style Skittles entry. Just that little nibble into the wall, and that's just going to slow him down a tiny bit, but he's still managing to keep it there. He is on some of the freshest tyres out there, so that's really helping him out at the moment. Meanwhile, the leader's still out on the tyres. They started with doing a great job at the moment. At bay, Luke Trahair and Ryan Jones at the moment. Ryan Jones, fastest truck on the track as it stands. He just set the fastest time out time round. But they can't do anything about Troy Davidson. He's doing a great job of just keeping that truck in the annoying spot, middle of the track, where neither of those trucks can get past. A Fernando Alonso-esque style of defending there. He's going to try again, and Ryan Jones just taps the back of Troy Davidson. We're going to get a caution, are we? Oh, there it is. Troy Davidson goes round. Unfortunate for Troy Davidson there.
Well, he'll be able to jump into pit lane and get some new rubber on that truck now. Not the way that he would have wanted to be doing it though. On board with Andrew Dyson. So this is him doing his dummy to get into pit lane. And he just contact with Josh Michelmore there as well, just trying to make his way out. in the double cross. He almost got caught into the lane there. We saw that, I think it was last week or the week before, someone actually getting boxed in and forced to pit even when they were trying to throw the dummies. Up the front as we're about to go green, and there it goes, and away goes Stevie Wiliams for the first time tonight in control of the field. He gets a good restart, minimises the wheel spin. Jason Martin does the same, so does the 31 entry of Josh Michelmore. Dyson's fallen back in a little bit there. He's got Jones and Schultz all over him. So who is going to be able to help out here at the front? Schultz is on the freshest tyres along with Jones.
Very much looks like Dyso just struggling a little bit, and looks like unfortunately Simon Heddersheet, his engine may have gone, so looks like he has blown the motor, but he's managed to pull it off. No caution needed for that one. Stevie Dub keeping it in the lead at the moment, but there's going to be a fast charging Ryan Jones coming up towards him. Steven Wiliams have to taste the rainbow of Ryan Jones tonight as he tries to make a move on him. He's got those fresher tyres, and you've got to say it is looking pretty good for him. Same with Ruben Phelps as well. So keep an eye on those guys. Yeah, Burkick's just gone round, lost the rear of that truck, unfortunately, and heavily into the Armco barrier there. Big crash there for Burkick. He was on relatively fresh tyres, and I'd say just not enough heat in those tyres, and he has just spun it round, and that is a big incident there. Again, that's the other side of the problem with fresh tyres on when you don't have heat in them. All of a sudden they're very chilly, very cold, and they don't want to actually switch on. Track temperature is very hot out there tonight. It's 47 degrees, so you know there's plenty of track temperature. But when you're just coming off of a caution, it is very easy to spin up those tyres sometimes, and then all of a sudden lose the rear end, especially if you've got some damage.
Here we go.
Back to green. Stevie Dub gets a great restart there, backs up the field, gets away nicely on those old tyres, doesn't spin up too much. I'd say starting in a higher gear there, but Jason Martin is right on it. You can see him on the outside. He's pushing. Jason Martin's trying to make that move quickly because he can see Ryan Jones right behind him on those fresher tyres. And they have got to be cautious of those guys because they are the ones that are going to be pushing them for positions. Martin managing to lock down the inside line now, and they're going to try their best to keep Ryan Jones on the outside. You see Stevie Dub just getting a little bit loose mid-corner, just a little bit of contact there between Williams and Jones. No harm, no foul, but that's pushed Jones up a little bit higher. Steven Wiliams dropping down a little bit. That back end is really fishtailing now. Steven Wiliams really struggling for rear end grip, getting a little bit too much heat in those tyres now. Just got to wait a couple of laps for those to cool down, but Ryan Jones is on a charge up towards the front. Josh Michelmore can't really do anything to defend against it. Neither can Jason Martin. Jason Martin just has to go as quick as possible right now.
I think this is the man to have a look at here.
Incident, we're going to get a yellow.
Daniel Weaver.
It is Daniel Weaver. He has gone heavily into the wall there. Just gone down a little bit too soon and gone onto the apron, gone onto the grass, lift the front of that truck up. Huge crash into the barrier. Not what Daniel Weaver would have wanted to have happen there. Watch this, he just taps that inside, and you can see there's a curb there. There's a big lip on that apron, and that's just lifted the front up. Nothing you can do there, nothing you can say out of that truck, and big impact. That is going to be going behind the wall, and I think that's the end of his night.
Just to tell you what, Bruce Barnes was lucky to get through there as well. He would have just seen that 186 entry just on its way back down the track towards him. Jump on board here and have a look at things from the perspective of Bruce Barnes. Just see it happen here as we head through the corner. Oh, in fact, we're on board here with Daniel Weaver. This is jumping back now to Bruce Barnes. He himself got a little bit loose as well.
Yeah, he would have had to basically get loose. All of them are struggling a little bit now with the rears. I think that was after the incident, so he got a bit loose trying to avoid that accident happening.
In big trouble as they go green again. You can see there, Michelmore struggling to get the power down, and that meant that Dyson had to take a different line, and he's just got closed out now. So Jones has moved up into second place through the restart. Michelmore third, Dyson fourth, and you've got Schultz, Trahair, Urquio, Phelps, Priest, and David Douglas.
The thing I have to ask is, how did Jason Martin manage to pull off that restart so well on those old tyres? They don't look old, do they, on Jason Martin's car? So as we've got a car going around in the background, it is an orange vehicle. Is it Ben Vickers? It is Ben Vickers. unfortunately going around, losing the rear of that truck. Might be able to keep it going and not cause a caution here. So good news for the race, bad news for Ben Vickers, unfortunately. But there is a tight pack forming behind Daiso at the moment. The battle is really on at the moment. It looks like Aiden Schultz and Ruben Phelps trying to work their way up through that pack at the moment, caught behind Lachlan Urquio. You can see Michael Scullock right at the back of that pack as well, really fighting away. But Jason Martin is managing to keep Ryan Jones behind him at the moment. Dave Douglas just giving a little bit of a tap there, just a slight little bit of a bump, just to say, hey, I'm here, I want to get through, I've got some fresh tyres, I want to go fast right now. Same as Riley Curtis as well, those guys all on some slightly fresher tyres at the moment. So those fresh tyres, guys, are going to try and make them work out. We've only got 18 laps remaining, so there's not got much time to do it here at North Wilkesboro. It's going to run out soon. Ryan Jones getting a little bit sideways on the exit of the corner. That's not going to help his chase for trying to win this race tonight, as he's going to possibly lose a position to Josh Michelmore, who's really doing a good job of conserving those tyres at the moment. But it is side by side for a few cars further back. This racing is absolute door-to-door panel-beating action.
These guys as well, with some door rubbing and all the things we like to see in this close racing action. And you can just see here, this pack, there's plenty of fast guys. As Trahair, oh, it looks like, Phelps there just got checked up a little bit. Had to slow it up there. He was going to end up with Dyson. He's struggling, even though he's got new tyres on, just struggling for a bit of drive there. And that's allowed Dave Douglas to close up on the back, as Luke Trahair here looks to get underneath Andrew Dyson. Dyson on original tyres, OE spec. Trahair on tyres fitted on lap 83. Michelmore, he's catching up to him as well now. As, it looks like Ruben Phelps is finally going to make his way through under Lachlan Urquio. Trahair gets loose. Oh, he's held it.
He saves it.
What a hold.
What a save. That is save of the century there from Luke Trahair. The little bit of the lip over the bump from
Phelps on Dyson as well. So
that was it. But the bump on the exit of the pit lane pretty much saved Trahair there. That kind of just bumped the car in the right direction. Unlike Max Verstappen,
Dyson in the background.
Big hit there for Lachlan Urquio, Dave Douglas. Daiso just losing it, and that is going to bring out the caution.
Oh wow, getting a good finish here. Let's jump back and have a look at this one.
Daiso losing the rear of that truck, causing a check-up. Lachlan Urquio sort of trying to take avoiding action, goes down into Dave Douglas. Huge incident there. That was some frantic action. I mean, look, we've been waiting for the action to come, and the action came thick and fast. We may have had some cautions tonight, but that's the kind of racing you get at Wilkesboro. Just gonna, again, just point out, Jason Martin, Josh Michelmore on original tyres at the moment, same as Andrew Dyson, but those two still up there, still doing the job of keeping those tyres. If you're going to run a fleet vehicle, you'd hire Jason Martin and Josh Michelmore, wouldn't you? I mean, they're going to save you millions over a year. Watch out for Luke Trahair here. Trahair's getting around as all Troy Davidson's gone around. He's gone into pit lane, so we might not get a caution from that one, hopefully. Just noticed out the corner of my eye, Troy Davidson getting spun into pit lane. So he's managed to get the truck back out and racing. But that was a big moment for him. There are lots of angry trucks further back, though, behind Andrew Dyson at the moment. Dyson is the cork in the bottle at the moment, and that one could go pop with a very loud bang, I would say. Those trucks are really getting close up, as all around goes Phelps, I think it is.
Yeah, Ruben Phelps there.
Unfortunate for Phelps, going around, getting caught there. I'm not sure exactly what happened. It was just so many cars going into one corner there. Too many cars going in. You can see there, just gets caught a little bit underneath by Dwayne Priest, I think it was. And then Matt Hunter straight into the side of the 06. You can see Danny G just squeezing it through the top there. Somehow just gets it through there for Danny G. And getting ready now. Pace car has come in. Again, Jason Martin gets a fantastic restart. You can see Michelmore there just getting up, trying to stop Luke Trahair getting down. Side by side goes. Oh, somebody in the back manages to get sideways, manages to get bounced back in the right direction though. We're going to keep with the leaders because this is where the main battle is. Ryan Jones really trying to make it up there. Josh Michelmore keeping it down on the inside at the moment. Jason Martin's going to come across for the white flag. White flag is out. Ryan Jones is going to have to try and make the move now. If he can, will he be able to make it work? Does not look like it at the moment. Look at Luke Trahair. He's all over the back of Josh Michelmore like a rash, but can't quite get the pass done. It's going to be Jason Martin coming out of the final corner. Josh Michelmore just tags the apron a little bit. He's going to get side by side with Luke Trahair. He's gone around. Josh Micklemore's gone around, but he's still going to get third position. Jason Martin takes the victory, though, with Ryan Jones in second.
That is a fantastic finish there. We've got to go back and have a look at that. Jones and, Michelmore and Trahair got into one another just on the exit of the final turn, and I'm pretty sure Josh Michelmore went across the finish line, if not sideways, backwards. So we'll just jump back here and have a quick look at this before we focus on our race winner.
Yeah, so watch here. So Michelmore just touched the apron a little bit. He's just unsettled. So we'll see right here. He's just tags the apron a little bit. There we go. The front gets up. That pushes him up into Luke Trahair. Luke Trahair gets pushed up into the wall. He's gone round. The back end's gone round. And somehow he's managed to get across sideways across the line in third position. Luke Trahair helping him out a little bit, pushing him there, saving him that spot. And I'm wondering if Andrew Dyson got a penalty for instant points, because he was right behind them, I think, in track position. I think he might have got an instant point penalty for that one, because that's dropped him all the way back to 14th position, because he was running much higher than that. So Dyso got caught up in that, and that's promoted Maddie Raymond up to P5 in the end, with Aidan Schultz in 6th, Norman Clark 7th, Scotty Griffiths in 8th, 9th for Ben Vickers. Ben Vickers up in the top 10. He made it there, and Troy Davidson managed to get back home in 10th place at the end. Good result considering we saw him spinning into pit lane a little bit beforehand.